Good morning, guys. Here we go again on Sunday, 10 a.m. UK time, yoga with Ayurveda elements. And today the flow is called Happy, Be Happy Flow. How do we know? How are we happy? That's a crazy question to ask, and probably quite worn out and very cheesy question, isn't it? Or a cheesy thing to say to someone. Just be happy. And how are we becoming happy? Well, with today practice, let's try and see if we can see how this will change us if we're just present in the moment. When you're present and you exist just for that particular moment, there's nothing to play on your mind. There's nothing to distract you from like thoughts thinking about the past or the future, like anxiety or depression. So in the present moment we are happy. And today with the practice, let's follow this. See this if it works for you. Hopefully, it might give you a different view on things. Anytime you catch yourself thinking or getting distracted, always get back to the moment of how you feel, how you are in this posture, and it will help you, as I've always said, to listen to the breath, stay with the breath, and work with the lengths of the breath, so the movement follows the breath, not the other way round. And hopefully that will make you happy. Okay, so let's have a comfortable sitting position. So as you can see, my t-shirt says be happy, but it's a mirror image. And when I say left and right, it will be the opposite for you. Okay. Let's have a fine, some comfortable position. Whether you want to use a block or a cushion, and we're just going to give some more time for others to join us. Just for a few rounds, we're going to try to focus on where we are sitting. And how we feel. So finding the sitting bones. And from there, become aware of lengthening through. Vertebrae by vertebrae, shoulders go down. Palms can be in any mudra that you feel comfortable, or just in your lap. Keep the neck long. Take a few inhales and exhales here. Observe any sounds around you, how far they are, how close they are. And then soften the tongue in your mouth and your eyelids. Relax the jaw. And become aware of this natural breath moving in and out your nostrils. And from there we're going to take a deep inhale for 3 Oms and Loka Mantra. When you're ready, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Good. Okay. So let's begin with some pranayam. It's the end of the week and maybe some of you have been working very hard and feel a bit tired, and I think we should continue with our Kapalabhati breath. It's the one with the emphasis on the exhale, which is very energizing, and also it helps toning the muscles of the belly and helps the nervous system to calm down as well as energize the body. So let's try. Take a deep inhale. We'll do 60 to 100 in your own pace, whether you want to do medium, then slow, medium, and then fast. It's up to you. Or just choose one pace and go for as many as you feel comfortable with. But don't forget to exhale fully in order not to get dizzy, because if you have still air in your body and you're trying to do the Kapalabhati, it will make you dizzy. Reminding of the technique, it's fully exhalation through the nose, and then you release the belly muscles fully, and then you contract to push the air out of the nose fully. And when you release the belly muscles again, the muscles will release and naturally the air will come in. You won't be able, you're not breathing consciously, you just observe that air coming in. So it's like this. Okay, so at the end, what I did is after you finished your rounds, you inhale, hold the breath a little bit, and I tucked my chin, which is Jalandhara Bandha, and just stay in the pause for a few seconds and release. And then if you want to do another round, you do so. Otherwise, you stay and rest. So let's go for 60 rounds. Excuse me. If Kapalabhati, you are going for it, but you have any problems like glaucoma or any high blood pressure, I would advise to just do normal inhales and exhales, because Kapalabhati is quite a forceful pranayam, and it may bring some complications if you have already some condition. So I would suggest be mindful, don't force yourself, and just stay for just normal breaths for a few rounds and meditate. But we're going to, with the rest of you, we continue with Kapalabhati. Inhale. Exhale fully. Beautiful. And if you've done your 60 to 100, that's great. So as you're sitting comfortably, we're going to start just gently warming up the hips by finding the sitting bones. So if you want to swap the legs, if you got tired, that's fine. And just find the sitting bones and the pubic bone and the tailbone by mapping the pelvic floor. Inhale and exhale also starts to, whether you want to use the normal, just normal inhale and exhale, that's fine, and work with that, or ujjayi breath, which is with a slight restriction at the back of the throat. It's like when you're hiding a yawn. So it's breathing happening here. It's very soothing, it's very charging as well. And working with the legs. So inhale, exhale forward. Five rounds one way, and then we swap. Good. After 5 rounds, coming back to center. And we do an inhale, exhale, a little twist here. Stay for a breath. And then we move to the other side. Lengthening on inhale. And exhale, going deeper into the twist. Stay for one more breath. Exhale. Inhale back to center. And then we move to cat and cow. Dynamic. Now if you want to try and do this one where you, as if you're inside a barrel and you rotate and scraping off the inside of the barrel one way and then swap to the other way. Also you can do figure eights if that's more like it for your body today. Also you can do a dynamic one where you lower, then come over, exhale, arching, lowering, whichever, or you can combine all of them if you wish. So it's really good to give your body a lovely warm up. Feel the spine. Whichever you go for. Just follow the length of your breath. With your movement. And be present. Every time you feel distracted, go back to listen to the breath and follow it with your movement so the thought will cease. Okay, the chatter in your mind will become quiet and you'll be present. So a few more rounds here. And when you're done, we're going to go to puppy. So walk the hands further and surrender to keeping the hips above your knees and lower the forehead, press the palms, give more opening in the shoulders by pressing the palms and fingers are spread to the mat. Eventually some of you who are more flexible will be able to maybe touch the chin and with that the chest. 3 to 5 rounds here. Keeping the top of the feet also active, pressing into the floor. Lengthening energy out through the tailbone. And when you're ready, we're going to tuck the toes under and lift into down dog. So gently lifting. Now walk one at a time. Heels touching the floor. Exhaling here for 3 rounds. Keep the heels so that you can't see them and your legs are hip width apart. Good. And a final 3rd round here. On the next inhale, exhale, we're going to walk to the front, ready for sun salutation. So some of you, you know your variations, so go for it. And 3 rounds of your own. You can combine if you want, like I normally start with classical and then I end up a bit more the more energetic ones. So it's up to you. Let's do 3 rounds and then we all meet in Tadasana. As I said again, listen to your breath. I'm not going to talk. You just have to be present in your own movement, following the breath, and it's like a dance, so you become present. When you're dancing, you're present, isn't it? You don't feel depressed or anxious. You're dancing and you're happy. And so this is also a dance when you follow your breath, okay? Because you become present. Let's go. And after you've done your 3 rounds, then we can go and all meet in Tadasana. Okay. Oh, just checking. Yep, the time. Right. So Tadasana. Here we are. Pressing both feet into the mat. Open the toes like a fan. Keep them that way and put them down. So you want your toes to be spread, and then just feel which way your body weight is more inclined. Some people back, some people forward. So the more you press, the more you get back energy from earth, lifting your kneecaps, tailbone slightly under. Okay, so we keep a long spine, shoulders down. Keep the neck long, feel the chin is almost parallel, and gaze at the point in front of you, because you don't want to lose your balance. Unless you're very experienced and you want to challenge your balance, then you can close your eyes, that's fine. Otherwise, just for 2 or 3 rounds, focus on a spot in front of you. Keep pressing into the floor and listen to the breath. Moving in and out the body. And when you find that stillness, we're going to go for dancing Shiva, as I mentioned, dancing. So we're going to do Natarajasana. This is a very good posture to find your balance and to be really present. Okay. So if you have a chair in front of you that may assist you, or a wall, also it's good to have a wall in front of you. And from there, I'm going to demonstrate that. So you lift and have the ankle. I normally do it on the outside. Some people have the foot also on the inside. Is another variation where you hold and keep the 2 knees closer to each other. Keep pressing into the floor with that foot, and the other one starts moving the shin away. So you need to relax the shoulder, allow that length to happen through the crown, and keep rooting at the same time in the floor. Keep spreading your toes and keep the focus on the floor as well, where you're looking at. So that's a focus point, and gradually start moving the shin away from opening the upper body, and then eventually with some will be the thigh, lifting, opening the hip, and maybe open the arm here, allowing that lovely arch to happen. But what we want is, at the same time, we're lengthening through to find space in the vertebrae. Okay, so we're growing, we're expanding, we're becoming open in every possible direction. So we're not just growing to lengthen, we're reaching up for the ceiling, we're pressing down into the floor, and we're reaching up to the back of the room. When you find your final expression here, the exhalation will bring you back to center, and with control movement, inhale and exhale, we're rooting back into Tadasana. Take many breaths here before you move to the other side. When you start moving to the other side, make sure that you're rooting first. So mentally as well as physically, you're there. Rooting. Let's do this side. into your base. Okay? Again, do it in stages. Don't be in a hurry. Start pressing into the floor before you start opening, lifting and keeping the hips square to the front. Shoulder blades away. And again, just observe the breath is able to travel in and out the body as if nothing's happening. It's not gasping, you're not holding it, it's traveling in and out the body. So that will be your indicator that you're keeping the focus going and you're keeping your balance working at the same time, so you're present. Let's do it once more time without me talking. Good. When you all finish both sides, come into Dasana, and we're going to open wider stand here. Then inhale, exhale, lengthen and come to forward bend. Pressing the outer edges of your feet, come onto your fingertips. Or if you have a block, use the block. And then from there, inhale and exhale, begin your journey to surrender into a deeper forward bend. But don't forget to press the outer edges. Eventually come onto a flat. You will see your palms are flat, but keep flexing into your hips. Exhaling, coming forward. You may want to soften the knees slightly and keep lengthening through the crown. Have the outer edges of your ankles and keep the elbows to the outside. If you need to soften a little bit, that's fine, and keep pressing back into your feet. And become aware of the breath again. Take in further with exhalation. Three rounds of breath here. Moving shoulder blades away from the ears. When you're ready on the next inhale, exhale, we're going to move the right palm to come underneath your face. And then inhale, lift to a twist. Gazing at the ceiling. Moving the shoulders away from the ears. Pressing the outer edges in the floor of your feet. and gazing the thumb. If it's too much, gaze down the palm on the floor. 3 rounds of breath here. Keep the knees strong, pressing the feet into the floor. Extend energy up through the tailbone as well. And up through the crown. When you're ready, swap the left underneath the face. Inhale, lift and gaze for the other side. Moving the shoulder blades away. Exhalation, take you further into the twist maybe. If that side is challenging, as I said, look down to the floor. Not necessarily the thumb there. Good. On the next final exhalation, we're going to go for, if some of you want to go and hook the big toes with the index, middle and the thumb here, that's fine. Otherwise we can go for crow. So you walk the hands and come to balancing into crow. Right. And sliding a little bit here. It's slippery. Okay. There we go. And come back to squat. Inhale, lengthen through the crown, press the elbows in the inner side of your thighs and allow the upper body to come forward. Lengthening again the spine, listening to the breath. Three to 5 rounds here. And when you're done with that, we're going to come and sit for a spinal twist. Again, you can use blocks if you need a little bit of lift into your sitting bones, or like that. Okay. Inhale, exhale, hug the knee, and again begin lengthening first before you start the exhaling to look over the shoulder. Don't be in a hurry. If you listen to the body, you will go with the body instead of force it with your mind. You know where you want to be and you try to get the body there. Work the other way around. Just follow the body, follow the breath. You'll be surprised that you can actually go further than you thought you might. Also, if you don't go to where you thought it would be, you'll be surprised again and leave it there. And it's like to be in the present moment. That is to be honest and present with yourself. Inhale back to center. Exhale the other side. So there's a variation. Also, if you want to move the foot on the outer edge, that's fine. But keep pressing into the floor. Keep that foot active. And when you're ready, inhale, lengthen. And start your journey. Again, lengthening, feeling these vertebrae having space between them. Even you may want to try, and some of you will be able to move their hand underneath that bent knee and have the other one to meet. after 3 or so rounds, inhale, look forward, the big toes, and exhale, come to hug your knees into your chest. Trying to keep the tailbone to the floor, not curling it up, and just clockwise, anti-clockwise, massaging the lower back. Taking deep inhales and exhales here. Ready to go for bridge. Parallel feet and start peeling off vertebrae by vertebrae. Some of you may be reaching and holding the ankles, but allow the knees to stay in line with your hips instead of go to the side. So they're really in line, hip width apart. Inhalation lifts. Choice, you can stay here for the full 3 rounds of breath, sustaining the posture, or you can work on inhale and exhale lower. Inhale, peeling off, and exhaling, lowering down. So up to you. Another variation is for those who are more advanced in their practice. You can do a bridge or chakrasana. And when you come back, hug your knees into your chest, but don't curl the tailbone. Let it flat towards the floor. It's very important to keep the tailbone in contact with the floor, because then the whole of the massage happening in the lower back, and the lower back is supported. So there's no danger of overworking the disc. So that's why I'm asking to keep your tailbone on the floor. And some of you may wish to go for shoulder stand here. Inhale, lift. 2. Shoulder stand or half shoulder stand, where you hinge in your hips and wait for the breath to come back. If you're gasping, if you feel there's a rush of blood in your head, just stay in half shoulder stand. And when things normalize, then you can challenge and take it further by lengthening through the tailbone and supporting your back with your palms and the fingers, softening the feet. Some of you may wish to bend the knees on top of the forehead in bull, or go to plow. Keep pressing and supporting the lower back. Keep the head central. Also, a variation of half lotus or full lotus if you feel like your body can do it. My body can't do it today for some reason. gradually working your way back to the floor, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae. And we're going to come into goddess pose. Now let's go for fish before that, actually. Fish. Where you sit on top of your palms, press the elbows into the floor, open the chest, and feel the crown is coming to touch the floor. The feet are flexed and they are active. And you feel the breath easy traveling through the body, massaging the thyroid, opening the sternum, making these beautiful waves with your breath on inhale and exhale. Imagine like a sea, like you're at the seashore and the waves coming on top of your body on inhale and exhale, taking tension away. And in fact, opening the chest and all that, massaging the thyroid is very good for people who feel a little bit down, kind of heavy emotionally, mentally heavy, which is a kind of depression. So opening the chest, releasing tension here is really good to get the endorphins going on as well, and to make you feel more at ease. Okay, so after you've done a few rounds in fish, allow the body to come flat on the ground, and we'll go for goddess. So where you touch your feet and you move the knees to the side. Now, as I said before, if you have blocks to support the thighs, that's great. Bend the elbows and move the arms above like cactus arms. Good. And you can gently move side to side, just rocking the pelvis so that you release more tension, opening, softening to the floor. Let me see if you... Good. So it's... Good. Keep the head central. So it's not tilted. There's nothing that is preventing the head to stay central to the body. Close your eyes and become aware of these deep inhales and exhales. Surrendering deeper on the exhales will help you open the inner thighs and soften further. So the knees will be closer to the floor now. And with that, with opening in this area where the groin and the hips are, we release a lot of emotional tension. And because this is a very exposed kind of posture, it may provoke you in a way. See how you feel See what you're thinking while you are in goddess pose. Just observe your thought process and your feelings. But if you focus on the breath, all of that will disappear and you become present, and you will see that you can actually open further and relax further into this pose. Soften the face, soften the tongue in your mouth. Listen to the breath. Observe your thoughts and your feelings, and gradually move into Shavasana, where we lengthen the legs. Now you can put a bolster underneath your knees or keep the knees bent and open the feet wider. Arms are coming straight beside the body. And again, keep checking if you feel cozy and comfortable on the floor. If you want to cover with something, just like a little blanket or a shawl, do so. And we're going to go into Shavasana. Where we find the body to be absolutely still. And we're going to observe this stillness for a few rounds of breath. So any sounds around you, in the room, outside the room, just observe them. Any thoughts, any images, any feelings, just observe them as a silent witness without reacting to them. Then scan your body for any tension. Begin with your feet, calf muscles, knees. Feel the thighs are soft, the buttocks, the groin and the belly soft. Feel the lower back, the middle back and the upper back. Feel the shoulder blades and the shoulders heavy on the ground. Feel the arms soft, soft palms, soft fingers. Become aware of the head, heavy on the ground. Feel the top of the head, the forehead, the eyebrows, eyelids. Feel the cheeks. Feel the tongue in your mouth is soft, not touching anywhere. Feel the lips and the contact between the two lips. Feel the contact between the upper and the lower lip. Then become aware of both the nostrils and the breath moving in and out your nostrils. Stay with that breath for a few rounds, just observing the inhalation and the exhalation. Feel the cooling inhalation and the warmer exhalation through the nostrils. Nothing else, just focus on that. Gradually begin deepening the inhales, giving the body a lovely stretch, gently wiggling and moving the toes, the fingers, the head from side to side, giving your body a lovely stretch and turning to the right. Come up gradually for final sitting. We're going to do 3 Oms together and the Loka mantra. Inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hands in prayer in front of your heart. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're happier today. Also, the sound. If you can't listen to your breath, then is the sound. Any sound that catches your ear, your attention, just listen to it. That's why we did the singing bowl. And again, it takes your awareness away from your maybe sad feeling or thoughts. Any music, because sound is what responds to feelings, okay? So asana, the posture is working on the body. Pranayama, the breathing techniques, they're working on the mind. And sound, it works the feelings. So that's why we have incorporating chanting as well as breathing as well as asana practice in our class. So whichever works for you, practice that more and enjoy the rest of your week. And I'll see you next Sunday. Thank you. Bye-bye. Mwah. Much love.